ServSafe CH for the Safe Food Handler Exam question. When handling ready-to-eat food. When should gloves always be worn? When gloves become dirty/torn, before beginning a new task, after interruption, after handling raw meat, before handling ready-to-eat food. A food handler must change their gloves at these times. 10 to 15 seconds. How long should you scrub your hands when washing your hands? Physical contaminant. Food handlers should always wear a clean hat, or hair restraint, but should not wear hair accessories, because they could become what kind of contaminant? AIDS, hepatitis B and C, tuberculosis. What diseases are not spread through food? Code of Federal Regulations, CFR, Food and Drug Administration, FDA. If hand antiseptics are used, they must comply with what standards? When sitting in a break area. When is it acceptable to eat in an operation? Hepatitis A/norovirus. Which illness can be spread and infect people without showing any symptoms? Placed in a separate dish and tasted with clean utensils. If food must be tasted during prepping, it should be what? No. Do gloves need to be worn when washing produce? After washing hands. When should antiseptics be used? At least 100 degrees. What temperature should the running water be when washing hands? Plain band ring. Which piece of jewelry can be worn on a food handler's hand or arm? Fingerco/single-use glove. What should be put over an impermeable bandage after the bandage is placed? Yes. Is it possible to be infected by a foodborne illness and infect a person without showing symptoms? Yes. Is it acceptable to wear a plain band ring in the food area? Trim fingernails, no false fingernails, no nail polish. To prevent foodborne illness, what should food handlers do to their fingernails? No. Is it ever okay to use a multiple-use towel to dry hands? Washing hands. What is the most important part of personal hygiene? Staphylococcus aureus. What bacteria is carried in the nose of 30 to 50% of healthy adults? At least 20 sins. How long should the entire handwashing process take? Means that liquid cannot pass through the cover. What does the word impermeable mean? 60%. Sanitizers typically contain at least what percent of alcohol? Take off their apron. What should food handlers do after prepping food and before using the restroom? Before putting on gloves. When should food handlers who wear gloves wash their hands? Shower/bathe. There is a greater risk of pathogens spreading to food and equipment if food handlers do not do what before work? Contaminate. Simple acts, such as running fingers through the hair, wiping or touching the nose, rubbing an ear, scratching the scalp, or touching a pimple or an infected wound can do what to food? Practicing good personal hygiene. What is the most critical measure to practice in order to prevent foodborne illness? Approved gloves, disposable gloves, different types, multiple sizes, latex alternatives. When buying gloves, make sure they follow these 3 guidelines. Hand antiseptic. This is a liquid/gel that helps lower a number of pathogens on the skin. Carriers. Some people can carry pathogens and infect others without getting sick themselves. These people are called what? Designated handwashing sink. Where should hands be washed? Single-use paper towel/hand dryer. Should you use a single-use paper towel/hand dryer or a multiple-use towel when drying hands after hand washing? Prepping/serving food, working in prep, working in areas to clean utensils. Do not eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum or tobacco when doing any of the following. Sore throat with fever. A food handler prepares and delivers meals to elderly individuals receiving cancer care services at home. What symptoms require this food handler to stay home?